everyone, Lisa Cash Hansen, the author of Get Famous, the most amazing mom bloggers resource on the planet, and founder of Mompreneur Mogul, where business, inspiration, and I'm going to add blogging meet. So we have a lot of questions from you guys. I want to thank you so much for those of you who keep writing in and asking your questions about blogging and traffic. I'm going to try to get to most of them today, but we'll see how we do. And what else was I going to tell you? Oh, and if you haven't, all you have to do is after this video is done, at the bottom of the video, you go ahead and put your request or your question for next week. And I do want to ask you guys a question up front, okay? I've had a lot of people speak to me about one-on-one consulting for them, and it seems to be that not everybody has the money for that. So what I'm wondering from you is if you'd be interested in an online community, a paid community, price point between, I don't know, $20 a month, $35 a month, and in that what you're going to get is private consultations from me. You're going to get some really deep things that I'm just not able to share in these short videos, and I'm going to bring in some guest people for you that will really make a difference for your business and blog, but I'm not going to do it unless you're interested. So just let me know. You can write me at lisa@mompreneurmogul.com, or you can leave a comment below. Tell me if that's something that would help you, because like I said, I can't give you all the attention that you need because there's a lot of you. So I'm trying to do the best that I can to help all of you, and so I think this might be a solution. So you just let me know. Alright, so let's get on with it. I'm going to try to go quick because I've got a lot on my mind today, okay, on the personal side. So let me get to this video for you guys. So once again, Gina from Chocolate Pieces has written, and Gina's question is probably typical. Gina wants to know what I think about cover pages on blogs, because she's noticing a big drop-off on traffic using a cover page. And if you don't know what that is, it's either cover page, splash page. That's where someone shows up on your blog, and it's like, ta-da, this big pretty thing, and it kind of sucks for SEO, and it sucks for a lot of things, and my blog has one now that sucks. That's how I know. And so I'm doing a redesign, and I'm not going to have one. Even though I wanted a really pretty page, I'm not going to have it because it just doesn't make sense. Because here's the deal. Somebody comes to your site and it's their first impression, and your first impression needs to be you want to give them the most powerful information immediately. And Gina, I happen to notice on your blog, same as with one of the other girls last week, you have our story. Well, and don't take this personally, but the reality is, and I think I might have that on mine too, and I might have to change it, but people don't always find us as interesting as we find ourselves. Oh, shocking. I know. But they don't, because think about it. There's so much that they're looking at and so much that they're reading, and they're thinking, our story, I don't care about our story, I want to know about chocolate. So they might not even click on that, and I notice that that's like your blog. It's not really your story. So I would change that to say blog, and honestly, even though your blog is beautiful and I love how you've got it laid out, I would probably forgo that entire homepage and I would just direct them immediately to your blog or something like that. I just think it's more useful for you that if you know that any traffic is dropping off, why use it? And like I said, for mine, I'm going to change that too, so I'm not just preaching to you, I'm telling myself I'm not going to have a cover page any longer, okay? So that's my take on that. And then Anne from Lucky Wife had a PR question. She's now, I think she said a PR too. And you're wondering, Anne, about Google and if they penalize you for 500 words. And let me just tie all this into. And then Felicia wrote, and she wants to know what I think about Alexa rankings. And so here's the deal. True that I have a lot of posts about traffic, how to get more traffic and tips for that, right? But in getting all these questions from you guys, what really is just coming up in my spirit about your blogging and what you need to do, that's a weird thing, huh? Coming up in your spirit. Well, that's my spiritual side, well, whatever. What is coming to me is you need to stop writing for Google, stop writing for Alexa, and even stop writing for traffic. Now, I'm not saying that you don't keep things interesting. I'm not saying that you don't write for your audience, right? It's important. Nobody wants to read something that only matters to you. You're writing to draw an audience. But I think so many times we focus on traffic, and that's not what you need to focus on. What you need to focus on are your readers and who you want to reach. And if you're doing an effective job with that, your Alexa rank will drop, your PR will rise. It's just a natural occurrence of things. Someone else asked me, what's the average traffic for a blog of 3 months old? I don't know. You know, there really is no average because, oh, and you asked me if my results were typical. So here's what happened with mine. I had 700 visitors I think it was a month, I think, or something like that when I first started out, or in the second month. And then I was featured on Yahoo, which, you know, all of this is covered in my book. That's why I keep telling you guys about it. But in the book Get Famous, I cover this whole thing and the email I sent. So I ended up on Yahoo, and when that happened, I went from 700 visitors to over 18,000 in 1 month. No, that's not typical. So but that's the power of media, right? If you get on a powerful media thing, right through the roof. So that's why I encourage you guys to look for those opportunities to get your blog out there to people. And it can happen a multitude of ways. One of my readers, she did it, and you'll see that in her success story. She read my book, and she ended up featured on ABC. So it was really cool. That's a way to boost traffic, but no, that's not typical. What's the average traffic? Nobody knows. If you look on the internet, sometimes people only get 20 visitors a day, and that lasts for like 3 months. Sometimes they get 100 visitors a day. Sometimes they get 1,000 visitors a day. It really just varies. So I'm sorry I can't be more specific with that. There really is no average, because blogs are as unique as the people who write them, and then the audience is also as unique as that. So there's really no set average, I wouldn't say, because it's like this. Like that little fish thing. I'm going to entertain myself on my own video. So there you go, okay? It's like this, right? So is there an average who flip? I don't know. I don't think so, you know, because is mine average? No. And then if you only get 100, is that average? Probably not. So it varies. But in addressing all of these questions, your questions, traffic questions, what I'm telling you is that you, me, all of us, I'm reminding myself this at the same time too, right? We have to think, would I even want to read this post? Will this post help somebody? Does it matter? Does it convey my message? And write for that. Don't write to drop your Alexa score. Don't write to change your Google PR. Don't even write to please Google, because guess what? They change every other week. You know, you might try something 1 week, and next week it's a hot mess. And I tell you something else. If you read all the advice across the internet, your head is going to be as wacky as this video today. Your head's going to be just spinning. You know why? Because there's so many different tips. And like, if you ask me a question, I'll probably have a different response than if you ask, you know, someone else who has a blog. Everybody is different. And so my main tip for today, because obviously we blog because we have a message, right? You want to share your message with the world, whether it's about your chocolate pieces or about your children or your books or whatever it is. You want to share your message with the world. And to me, truly, if you want to do that, stop focusing then on Alexa, stop focusing on Google, and just focus on your message. You know, what is it about you that makes you, and this is the message of my blog when I share things with you, okay? This is my heart to you. What is unique about you? Because there's something about you that's not like me, and there's something about you that's not like anyone else, right? And what is that? What is special? What is unique about you? What is your message that you have to share? How are you helping? How are you changing the world, right? That's what you need to focus on. Don't even worry about what Alexa does or Google, because, you know, let's just say I run a restaurant. You know me, I love to do my little analogies. I run a restaurant, and I'm cooking pizza. I love pizza, right? So I'm cooking the pizza, and I think it's the best pizza in the world. That's a bad Italian accent, but it's the best pizza in the world. Well, let's just say I'm on the corner where, you know, they don't like Italian food. Everybody wants a hamburger. But I'm like, I gotta fix this pizza, I gotta work on this pizza, but they don't want pizza, they want a hamburger. Well, is my Alexa gonna drop? No. Is my PR gonna change? No. Because I'm writing a message that nobody cares about, right? Or I'm making a food that nobody cares about. And so you don't want to do that. Write for your audience, but be yourself. And sometimes as bloggers we go through, like my blog has metamorphosized from several different things. First only blogging techniques about my product that I'm making, and now it's also going into the entrepreneurial. Okay, sorry. Also going into the entrepreneurial. So it really varies. It changes, right? And that's okay. Your blog can change. You know, there's no... What I love the most about blogging is it's not set in stone, and anybody who tries to put you in so that's a box. Is that a box? It's a rectangle. Wow, I'm having a day. You want to know why I'm having a day? I can't tell you, but I'm having a bad day today. I just want to tell you. So if this video seems a little squirrely, it's like what's happening in my mind. It's a little squirrely today, right? So forgive me, but the gist of the message is, Your traffic will increase if you write a message that's unique to yourself, that appeals to your audience, and that really helps them. Okay, that's going to help your traffic. Do not write for Google. Who cares about Google? Google's not even a person, okay? Don't write for Alexa. Alexa is not a person. Write for people, and the traffic will come. Of course, you do have to do, like I shared a tip last week about promoting, right? If you write but no one knows about you, no one's coming. So write, promote, and then watch them come. And that's what'll happen, all right? And don't even worry about the other things because they're a non-issue. And Gina, I think that you should forget the cover page, even though it is beautiful. It's beautiful. But I don't think it's helping your message, and I don't think it's helping your traffic, and I'm definitely going to drop mine. And my guy right now is working on my blog to redesign it, so hopefully I'll be able to premiere that for you guys soon, and I really hope you like it. You'll have to let me know. But if you don't, have grace and mercy with me and just tell me you love it anyway, alright? So that's the video for today. I hope that it's been helpful. I hope that it served you. If you have other questions for next week, we do this video every Wednesday is the Q&A, so please do submit your questions to me. You can always write me and let me know what you think about an online blogging community that's specifically for you guys to address your needs. We will bring in some great guests, some cool webinars, some awesome products to help you. Let me know. And let me know if you're like, no, I don't want to do that. Write me and tell me too. No, I don't want to do it, and this is why. I'd love to hear from you either way, but I hope you guys have a great day. I've got to go. I have a lot to take care of today. That's, like I said, why my head is a little squirrely. Have a good day, you guys. Thank you once again for watching. As always, I'm Lisa Cash Hansen with Mompreneur Mogul. Have a great day. Bye now.